Yep. Hut. Hey.
The three Adepti are manning the Genshin ballista. Do not let the Fatui disturb their work!
All able Millilith, with me! Let's go help too!
We Adepti have not faced a god in several millennia. Let one see what you're made of then. What strength remains within you, one wishes to witness.
Joy, we've only just begun.
Race you! By royal Shadow Raven, let night fall! Nice and spicy!
Let's move. Have a look at this.
Race you! Eat this!
That is Osial's divine power. I am very familiar with it. Be careful not to get hit.
The Fatui! Their attacks are unrelenting!
How daring. Snezhnai's diplomats will answer for this afterward. Every last one.
Steady as stone. Nice. The ancient god's attacking again!
Were you about to say we can't hold them, children?
Huh?
Don't lose heart. Here, take this.
This is Adeptal energy. That light from your body, it's like the tide of giant cars. Wow, it's Madame Ping's shockwave. This granny's really strong.
I guess this is it. What's a descent? Cooked food. Disgusting. I miscalculated.
Witness the power of Gugwa. With the blood of the Chilean, I guard you against evil. Cast your fear of injury by the wayside, and fight with all your might. I too did this during the Archon War. So this is what Ganyu's like in a fight.
My name means swiftness. Take my power and run as I do.
We're going too fast! Body and mind.
outlines your fate.
Child, you are strong in body and spirit. Perhaps you can withstand 3 forms of adeptal energy at once.
This will hurt a little. Please bear with us.
Once you've adapted, try to use them in battle.
Someone needs assistance.
Yes. This is it. We're not going anywhere.
Midnight Phantasmagoria.
My duty.
No, my sword! Rain cutter! Body and mind.
Steady as stone.
Exercise caution! I fear that the god's power has reached its peak! In other words, if we hold here, there's nothing worse to come, right? Midnight Phantasmagoria! No, my sword! Rain cutter!
Not too far.
As a dutiful maid would. Steady as stone.
This is it.
I'll catch up.
Look at me.
Midnight Phantasmagoria.
Not breaking a sweat.
Leave it up to me.
My work.
The Fatui's numbers are thinning!
Fight on, comrades! Once we finish this lot off, the Adepti will be able to deal with the god in peace.
The interlopers are no more. Now we may commit ourselves fully.
It's working! We just need to keep this up!
Be careful now.
The Guizhong Ballista is destroyed. Without its covering fire, retaliation shall be difficult.
But the Jade Chamber is our last line of defense. We can't give another inch, no matter what.
I have another idea.
What do you mean, Lady Ningguang?
I'll sacrifice the meaning of this.
I understand.
Traveler, lend me a hand. Farewell, old friend. Goodbye for now. Let us meet again in the future.
Is it finally over?
The ominous aura of that monster has indeed begun to fade. The effects of the Sigil of Permission last but a short time. It will be some time before the Overlord of the Vortex can make any waves again.
We are indebted to you for your assistance. If the Adepti hadn't happened to be here, the future of Liyue Harbor would surely have been in great jeopardy.
Save your flattery. We didn't just happen to be here. Surely you won't pretend to have forgotten the reason for which we came.
Come now. There's no need for such harsh words, Cloud Retainer. I've heard that when Ningguang began learning to do business, she had already started setting aside part of her then limited income in preparation for building the Jade Chamber. At first, it was only the size of a small room, but with continued expansion, it has become the palace that lies before you now. It is a testament to Ningguang's entire life, both as a businesswoman and as the backbone of the Liyue Qixing. Seeing the Jade Chamber destroyed in the defense of Liyue means much to her. To me, such cooperation and sacrifice deserves at least some recognition, don't you agree?
Well, I was really hoping you would say that such sacrifice could at least be used as some leverage in our negotiations. Thank you all for hearing me out. We know very well why the Adepti came here today. But please forgive us. We cannot yield to your wishes.
Oh?
3,700 years. According to our records, the Adepti signed a contract with Rex Lapis to protect Liyue 3,700 years ago. Even to this very day, Liyue and its lands have stood the test of time, immovable as stone, just as it was thousands of years before. This is truly no small feat. But that does not mean that the Liyue of today is the same city as it was all those years ago. Do not merely cast your protective gaze upon the land. Instead, focus your sights on our city and each of the citizens that dwell within it.
Are you questioning our means of protecting Liyue?
I mean no offense. I simply hope that our Adepti forebears would see Liyue in a new light.
Forebears, you say? One doubts you would be fit to be part of such a lineage.
This morning, Rex Lapis appeared to me in a dream.
What?
In the dream, I yearned to tell him that we Qixing, though mortal, are equally bound to the contract. Each passing generation of the Qixing leaves many things of value to be inherited by the next generation. I also thought to tell, but I did.
Oh, Ningguang.
Yet another perspective.
Right. The Animal Archon sought to...
Each of the 7 nations has its own scars from the past.
Though your point is the very height of simplicity. As Adepti, we've...
All right, all right.
I apologize for appearing in full armor. I am afraid I cannot show the proper courtesies.
And who are you?
I am Feng Yan, a sergeant of the Millelith. I have come to extend my thanks to the Adepti. I thought this battle would perhaps... Although I am a...
Huh? Why does everyone look so down? Didn't we just beat that big monster?
Weren't you frightened, dear?
I wasn't afraid. When danger is near. Thanks for protecting.
Unfortunately,
Huh?
because we are Adepti.
Oh.
You see, this is... The country of contracts is grateful to the Adepti for their protection. But it is no longer necessary for the city to rely on the Adepti's power to solve every little niggly. Although their blood, the time of contract...
Your line of inquiry.
See?
Let us return now.
Eager to leave.
Yes, one understands. One fears that by the time one... Fair enough.
Since we Adepti... But how will we...
All right, Mooncarver, you...
Looks like the Oh, right! It's nice that we've got... Child wanted to... But we were Oh, and speaking of... Paimon doesn't get it. But isn't this... This lead we have, the Adeptiless Rite of Parting that we're organizing? No idea where Zhongli's gone. Let's ask for him at Wangshan Funeral Park.
Is there anything I can do?
We've come to see Zhongli. Could you please tell him we're here?
Unfortunately, Zhang...
Doesn't the Northland Last time we saw Zhang... Do you think he doesn't know? We had better go and...
Thank you. The key here is...
What should I put in my...
You called...
Oh, it's...
Hey, it's Zhongli.
Right.
Well, if it isn't you...
Paimon knew that we should never have trusted a Fatui Harbinger.
Oh, now don't say that. Sure, I may have misled you, but I never had... Besides, I thought we were getting along quite... Nothing personal. We just... The real deceivers here are Senora and Zhongli. Curse them for leading me on. So actually, I think...
Stop wasting time, child. There'll be plenty of time. You remember the agreement, Morax. Now...
What in the world are you talking about?
The contract is fulfilled.
How sanctimonious.
What? So you're the Lord of Chio? No, wait. That's an exciting twist and all, but why give the Gnosis to the Fatui?
I do not give it for free. I give it as agreed upon in the contract, for it is a matter solely between the Tsaritsa and I.
Yeah, you don't... Wait, what?
Perhaps it's best that I explain. As you know, I've dwelt upon this world for more than 6,000 years. Even boulders that can withstand whirlpools will erode with the passing of time, until one drizzly day, as I was strolling along the harbor, I heard a merchant tell one of his workers. I stood motionless among the crowds, asking myself, have I already finished my duties?
Oh, Zhongli.
But as I began to consider relinquishing my divine role, I soon discovered that many reasons still remained to not hastily depart. Was Liyue, the city I had dwelt in for so long, already prepared to enter its next age? I decided that a test was needed in order to reveal the answer, so I feigned my own death, and gathered the cast of Child, the Adepti, and the Liyue Qixing to play their roles together on the stage that was Liyue. That's right, which is why I continued to safeguard the Gnosis until now.
So you mean that if the chaos ever reached the point of no return, you would simply appear and use your divine powers to bring Liyue back under control?
Of course, and it would have been all too easy for him too. Just as a child quickly matures after losing their parents, so has Li.
I was pleasantly... The Adepti deserve the... And hats off. All the while, I kept... These things were all... I had expected them. They seized the opportunity.
Huh?
Hey, what about me?
I think that if you hadn't created...
Huh? Just whose side are you on? Be that as it may.
What?
Fine.
Do as you wish.
Now then, is there anything else you wish to ask me?
Right! As young...
Realistically speaking, there is no such thing.
Huh?
However, I am the god of contracts. My agreement with the Cryo-Archon will be the last of my contracts as the Geo-Archon. As for the bargaining chip, uncover that answer.
Today's the day of the rite of parting. Although the star of the show is fake, we spent so much time trying to organize it, it would be a real shame not to go there now.
Oh, come on. Do you think that the assassin could have been... There's only one real...
Fatui?
Shh. No.
You know that...
Yes.
Say, do you...
Now that you... I mean it... Still, what sort of...
forget it.
Hear ye all! Though a dragon sword, gods and rumors, and having been thwarted, nor are they to believe street-born rumors, or indulge in baseless speculation.
Paimon needs a translation on what the Qixings announced. So that's how there's... Something feels off. Could the Qixing... Did Zhongli tell them in secret? Exactly! Look, it's Ningguang and Keqing.
As said previously,
3,007.
we, the people of Liyue,
Long.
now that we have... Will you stand...
So concludes the work. Does Her Eminence the Yu...
Huh?
Traveler.
Yikes!
Is that the travel?
So young. The Liyue Qixing always... Name your price.
Whoa.
Well, could you help me put up some missing person posters?
Perhaps.
But, well...
Roping...
Race you! Hey, Zhongli! Look at this. And here you are
Why would I not feel more at ease after laying down the burden I have borne for 3,700 years? Right. If the two of you can spare the time, I should treat you to a meal at the Xinyue kiosk.
That's...
You're right. I do like the Mora.
But why would Morax lack Mora?
As the Rex Lap, when I was journeying with you.
Oh, no, but since you...
Well, we were only spending in the city of commerce, the Archon Morak. I will treasure the memories that I made. That is true. I fear that continuing your journey may be difficult. The Electro Archon...
Paimon...
That is the case.
That said, Zhongli...
It's because of visions.
Visions?
When faced with But if a person should... This is what vision...
Uh-huh. That's...
But starting from last year...
Vision hunt?
Yes.
They want to seize vision.
I should think that...
Whoa.
The Animo Archon is the fact that even I, knowing her, 7 ideals for 7 gods, and of these, eternity is nearest unto heaven. All right then. Was there anything else you wish to know?
That's right. Since Morax is dead... Also, isn't the Golden House the only mint in the entire continent? Well, it...
The Mora present now...
This is...
Yes. This is...
Then, did you...
Oh, a private fund.
What's a shame?
It's a shame that I didn't think of it at the time. All right then. Was there anything else you wish to know? Well then.